All right, guys, thank you for joining in on the show, darling. Now, guys, lately I've been really into the shows because Wendy Williams is over. I'm really into the shows Oprah and Dr. Phil. And I really think, like Oprah is very intelligent, Dr. Phil is very intelligent, and I really believe that their philosophies have helped me really feel confident, really confident, like you see all these couples on there and these people that are individuals and people fighting with their families and you just see and it makes you feel really good about yourself. Not that it should, you shouldn't feel like you're better than people or that people are dealing with these things so you can really feel better, but it really does help make you understand that you have great qualities. I've always known I had great qualities, but it really, you see these couples and they have affairs and they are being catfished and they have like makeovers and they have like arguments and they're trying to date someone online that they never met and they're leaving their spouses for them. And some people are alcoholics and some people are addicted to drugs and they're losing their families. And you see all this and you're like, that really makes sense. Not, when you go into the world and you have some people that are really hating you or really treating you bad, you're like, you never really know why. And then you see these families and you're like, sometimes maybe some of these people are dealing with the same issues. Not to say they are, but you might feel like maybe they're dealing with the same issues that you see because you just get like a blast of negativity from someone and you don't even know them, right? So really, and it's not necessarily that or one of those things, but you see people and you're like, maybe that's what they're dealing with. I found, I used to go to a club, a dance club every weekend, and it was really fun. I would dance like crazy, and a lot of people in the crowd were very negative and very rude. Not a lot, but some. And not necessarily this might not be why, but like I would talk to the staff, and everybody in the staff was very friendly and very nice. And then all of a sudden, I get people that blast me and are rude, and I'm like, what's going on? So then sometimes when the staff would be drunk that night, they were really rude, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Now I'm like, oh, okay, so obviously, they might have been drunk, or they might have, no one in the right mind is going to be rude to someone that's really good quality and a celebrity, like, right? Unless they had something wrong or something going on with them. And being drunk is not a bad thing if you don't do it too often. But anyway, people get drunk a lot, and that's not necessarily the reason why somebody's rude. It might be the reason, but sometimes you're like, okay, this person's totally rude to you. They don't know you. They've never seen you before. You're super good looking. You're super talented. Obviously, there might be something affecting them, right? So some people do a lot of drugs. Some people do a lot of drinking. And some people are getting a divorce. Some people are arguing with their spouse all the time. Some people really don't feel good, and some people just have a mental illness or a mental personality disorder. So when you go out into the world, you're seeing all this, right? So that's why some people may be treating you a certain way. So you don't want to give them, a hard time. You don't want to be like, oh my God, you must be drunk. You don't really know that. But, in general, I find people that are non-smokers, that don't drink, that don't do drugs, they tend to be a lot nicer to me in general. I don't know if this is true, okay? And I mean, a lot of my friends, okay, this might not be true necessarily because a lot of my main friends did a lot of drugs and did a lot of drinking, and they were always nice to me. So this it's not always necessarily true, but in general, sometimes you're like, is this person drunk? Is this person whatever? And they might be, right? Anyway, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Bye now. Thank you.